Okay, welcome back. And today we have an Echo weed trimmer, and this one here I picked it up pretty cheap off of somebody. They said it quit running, and I'm going to explain to you just a few things that go wrong with these. So if you're out looking for one and it's at a yard sale and somebody says it's kind of hard to start, I'll give you a couple pointers on what to check for whenever you decide, if you decide to pick up one used somewhere. So okay, what normally goes wrong with these is you got these little primer pumps on the back here, okay, and they'll crack up. The primer pump was designed to actually pull the fluid out of the tank into the carburetor so you can get the thing running. And then once it was running, it would pull a vac out of that gas tank, and then up to the carburetor. So that's the first thing you look at is right here. Now you can see that primer pump is it's just all tore up. You know what I mean? It's really no good. And that's the first thing I check. Second would be these little hoses that run down into this tank here. I check it and make sure that, if these are cracked up here at the top somewhere, they'll have a tendency to pull air. And then also the fuel filter inside the tank. That would be the last thing you would normally do. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and tear this thing apart. What's really nice is if you can buy the whole kit off of, this one here came off of Amazon, but you can buy them off eBay too. What normally goes bad, I can see on the Echo, is this little lever right here that allows you to choke the carburetor. They give you a little filter. They give you actually the outside, casing. They also give you the hoses to go into the gas tank. They give you a little spark plug. They even give you a thing for, this goes on here. This will go right here, I guess. A filter, like two primer pumps. That's what we're going to be replacing back here today, is these little primer pumps. A few new bolts to hold the carburetor, because you're going to take it back apart. That's your filter. Anything else? Yeah, and also they give you a gasket. So they kind of give you everything you need to fix it. And normally what happens if you go to buy something, you look it up online. If you're going to buy parts, you look at the part. If that part sells the most, if it's the most popular part, meaning that they sell a lot of them, then that most likely that's the thing that goes wrong with your weed trimmers or mowers or ride mowers or whatever. But like I said, like this little lever that's for your choke, if they give you all this stuff, so that means that has to go bad sooner or later. So they make sure everything's in the kit, that you can rebuild it and fix it yourself. Same as the primers. Now they give me two primers, so that's in there. So you can see everything that's in it. So we're going to go ahead and replace a couple of these hoses. Pretty much this thing, the hoses, this air breather. We're going to put in a new filter, a couple new bolts, primer, and a gasket. So pretty much everything but the spark plug we don't need. That plug's fine. I don't change them unless they need to be changed. Okay, now all we have to do is go ahead and unloosen these couple bolts here. Take this cover, this plastic air breather part off first. Let me see if I can get this turned just a little bit, so I can get it over here where I see. Of course, I have my rag down here. Okay, got that off, but you can see that piece has broken off, like I was showing you. And then with the new one, it's going to have this little lever right here. They just kind of break off. There's not much you can do about it. Okay. Now there's a gasket in behind this carburetor. Of course, this is the one we're going to replace, the new gasket. And we need to wipe that off a little bit. I don't want to get that dirt in around there. Okay, now what we need to do is pull a couple of these. Let me get a pair of glasses here. Help me see a little bit better. Okay, we need to get these hoses off here. Now you got to make sure those hoses go, you know, back on the right way. If you don't remember, you know, mark them that maybe this one will be, you know, for the outside one, and then this one here came from the inside. You want to make sure you're on the right ones, even though I think they're one of these a little bit bigger than the other one. You know what I'm saying? Get this out here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead. A Phillips screwdriver here. The nose is all stuffed up again. Or running, I guess you want to call it. A small Phillips screwdriver here. Take this off. And we can go ahead and replace that little ball bearer. And we'll see if we can get, okay, now here's the primer. We're going to go ahead and stick that new one in there. Wipe this off a little bit, get cleaned up. Try to get, it's got a lot of junk all over it here, so. That's all that is right there. Then replace our screws back in there. Like that. I'm telling you, it's been awful hot last couple weeks. The weather's really been hard to work outside. Tighten these up pretty decent. I don't want to strip them out, but it's nice to get them. Just kind of go around like that a little bit. Okay, we got our new primer ball. Pretty nice. We like that one. Now we need to, I got a little bit of stuff in here. I gotta clean this out. Keep the carburetor clean. I'll get something to clean that out. That's just a dead port anyway. There's nothing there. Okay, now we need to get this out of the tank. Sometimes they get to be a little bit of a pain. So you can use a flat screwdriver and try to pick it out. I hit my fingers here, coming up. There you go. Now let's get that gas filter out of there. Okay, we got the gas filter on the end, and then you can see how that's set up, where the two nozzles are real high up. Okay, don't drop them down into the tank now, because that's one's an air, and then the other one is a return, is what it is. Okay, just don't mess with these. You got them, just put them right back in the way this one here's set up, And then remember where your hoses go. Like I said, the light color one probably go out here like this, and then the dark color would go back here, I would say. Let me see. Let me check it. Yeah, so if I match it up, just make sure the light color here is on the outside, and then the dark color is what goes down the tank. So this goes to this will be your fuel line right here, and it would be the one on the inside. So we just will make sure. Okay, yeah, let's get these hoses up on here. You're gonna have to do a little force and get those on there. Okay, now we got this in here to put on this outside. There you go. Now this goes back up under here. They have a little slot, kind of sets in. There you go. Okay, put our filter. Let me wipe this off a little bit here. Just kind of keep that stuff from going down in that tank. And I'll clean this up later. But right now we're just trying to get this fixed. There it is. Got it now. Okay. Let's put this two new bolts. Oh, we got to put our casing. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to use the old bolts. I don't see nothing wrong with the old bolts. Unless you lose one, then you probably need it, but I can't see needing that piece. Okay. Just like that. The gasket would go this way, so don't tighten them down too tight. You don't want to strip them in there, because you can always come back and tighten that later. You know what I mean? If you feel it's not running, it's pulling air, you can come back and just tighten them a little bit more. But don't tighten them around real tight. Okay, and then we have a breather here. Let's see, I don't think it makes much difference where you put that breather on this one. Nope, it would have to go this way. I never took one off. I think the other one wasn't even one on it when I got it. There it is. And then, of course, your casing. Well, that's stupid, huh? But they give you that casing just, I guess, if you lose your other one or something, I guess. I don't know. So, okay, there you go. Fiddle around with that casing on that thing. But that's about all to it. Just need to put a little bit of gas in it. Like I said, I know there's no problem with it because I do plenty of these. And like I said, normally when I get them, you know, if somebody brings one to me to fix or something like that, that's the first thing I do. I just go ahead and buy a kit, you know, with everything in it like this. It's a lot easier. That's not very expensive, those are. You can look them up, but real simple little things. So if you're out looking for one of these at a yard sale, or somebody's got one for sale and they say they can't get it running, that's the first thing you check, is make sure that, like I said, these primer pumps and these hoses and stuff, what I put on there, that's the most things that go wrong with it, with weed trimmers. And then maybe you can get something picked up pretty decent when, you know, somebody doesn't know too much about them. So, but easy fix. Give it a try yourself. You don't need to take them to the shop. That's just crazy. So, okay, so if you have any comments, just leave them down below, and I'll guide you through it best I can. And if you like the video, please subscribe to it. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.